Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be reacting to a video called Royal Marines Recruits Tackle the Infamous 30-Miler. Okay, so not gonna lie, this looks quite scary. I don't know what this is referring to, but I don't know. Should I be scared? We're about to find out. So let's check it out and comment, like and subscribe.
It's just after 6 a.m. at Okehampton Battle Camp on the northern edge of Dartmoor. It may appear to be a casual breakfast for these Royal Marine recruits, but what's ahead of them is anything but.
Okay, scared, officially. Okay, this doesn't look so bad, I think. Okay, now it looks bad.
30 miles in under 8 hours across the moors, otherwise known as the 30-Miler, the last test before these recruits become fully fledged Royal Marine Commandos.
Oh, this is the test.
So 30-Miler is the culmination of the commando tests. So in the past 3 days they would have done the endurance course, the 9-mile speed march and the Tarzan course, and more importantly it's the final stage in their 36 weeks of training in the Royal Marines.
Oh my god, it's only 6 weeks of training? I thought it was like a little bit longer than this.
And it's the final test they do before passing out and becoming Royal Marines Commandos.
Before they set off, there's a kit check.
I know that they have to eat because there's like you're gonna do like a lot of like working out, but how are they not throwing up? Like it's a big breakfast, and I don't know, I'm scared.
And then it begins.
Okay, they're walking. I thought they were just started running from the get-go. Okay, it's good that they're walking. How heavy is that backpack?
Yeah, so they're carrying 40 pounds worth of kit, all their safety stores, all the kit they'd potentially move to battle with, and that's what it's designed to replicate.
Okay, that's really heavy.
Either that insertion to a battlefield or extraction from a tactical action.
The recruits head south across Dartmoor as they'll be finishing in Bickley, where 4-2 Commando Royal Marines are based. Although they start and end their test on even, tarmacked ground, it doesn't stay that way for long.
I kind of like this part. Oh my god, why is he carrying a gun? What is this? What's wrong with this? I mean, I know that he has to... Oh, okay, he's not doing anything. It's just like the gun, you have to carry your gun. Rifle. This is like a beautiful landscape that I would love to visit, just like walking around.
Terrain is pretty disgusting, especially in the winter time as well, when we've had a lot of rain recently. The ground is pretty much saturated underfoot, undulating terrain, steep features, re-entrance, valleys to move through, high features. Then when the wind's up as well, it makes life even more difficult.
So after the first leg, how are they all feeling?
There's breaks. Good to know, because I was about to wonder, like, do they just like, do I stop when I die or what?
Tired.
How are you feeling?
Oh, it's easy.
The recruits are being pushed to their limits. It's physically and mentally exhausting. And with the changing conditions,
the worst part is that actually, like, again, this looks like a very beautiful place to just sort of like, I would love to visit this, not in this set of circumstances, but just like walking around this place looks gorgeous.
Presents, there's a support team of over 20 military personnel, including medics, to make sure the recruits are as safe as they can be.
Okay, yeah.
Not everyone who starts
good as like, they don't want you to die. Good, thank you.
Will finish. There could be injuries en route. It's tough. It's designed to be.
Right, you know the drill, lads. Straight down, get organ bottles and the jerry cans.
There are 5 checkpoints en route, and at the majority of them they have just 2 minutes to have some water, take on some food, because they'll be getting through at least...
Hold on. I thought they were allowed to have water just while they're like going in the thing. Like, I didn't know that you're like, no, you're only allowed to have water at the checkpoints. I think that changes my whole perspective. I think I would pass out.
3,000 calories during the course of the day.
Oh my god.
Over halfway, legs are tired, and now it's all about resilience.
Yeah.
I think by the time you get to this stage, because you've been through so much already before, your body is clearly in a lot of pain, and a lot of the recruits are probably managing injuries as best they can. However, because you have gone through so much and you're immensely capable of doing what is being asked of you. It's the final tick in the box that needs to be done, and no matter how much pain you are in, I think you'll summon the energy from somewhere deep down to get the job done on the day.
Yeah, it's in your mind.
And they certainly did get the job done.
Oh my god, they have to... I hate the fact that after all of this, they actually have to run. This is diabolical.
The hard work has paid off, and all that's left to do is to get that prestigious green beret and join the UK's elite fighting force.
Oh, that's like you pass, then you get a green beret. Okay.
There will be a formal passing out ceremony at
That's like the
Commando Training
graduation?
Centre in the coming days, but this is the moment when the Commando tests are complete and
Aren't
they
they
can look
crying?
ahead to their future as
I would
Royal
cry.
Marine Commandos.
Yeah, ecstatic. We've all worked hard throughout the training and doing the 30 miler now, and you join one of the biggest clubs in the world. So absolutely ecstatic, and you can't beat the feeling.
I would be a mess between the endorphins, the physical activity, and how tired I am. I would be crying. I don't understand how they're not crying.
Really proud, really proud.
What was the worst part?
Worst part? Probably the first like, sort of 12 miles was the worst, knowing you've got
Really?
all of it to come, and the pace was just rapid.
But you've done it.
Yeah. Thank God.
Bryony Williams, Forces News, Devon. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel.
Okay, I think I was about to say, like, I don't think, like, it doesn't look that bad. I think it doesn't look that bad. Like, certain points of it, I don't think they look that bad. I think but I think the combination of everything, I think that's what makes it, like, really, really hard. Because I'm thinking, you know what, could I do this? Well, I don't know if I could. Well, yeah, 6 weeks of training, I thought it was hard. Probably I wouldn't pass, but I would do this. I would like to do this. I think just as a maybe as a can I do it alongside you guys? Like I just to see if I were able to pass. This with certain things, because again I like the hiking. Well, they're not hiking. I don't know how to call it. They were like doing in this like in the moors or something. Like it looked very nice. I would love to go there. I think like that part I don't think looked that bad to me, because again it's like imagine like a really difficult hike and that's it. And yes, I think it's kind of annoying that you really do have to like it's very muddy, but I think that's part of the process, and I kind of like I kind of like that. But I think the whole like you're getting like I don't know, do they actually get, because those boots are like quite hard looking boots, do they get their feet wet? I think I hate the feeling of like, you know, your socks get wet and you have to like continue to walk. And if you've ever like gone on a hike and you know it starts to rain, you know what I'm talking about. Like it's the most annoying thing in the world. Like you're dripping wet and your boots are like and your shoes are like super like and the socks are like super soaked, but you still have to like continue to climb down or up. Like it sucks. But again, I'm like I don't really mind that part that much. You know, it's like, again, it's like, it sucks that you're actually quite cold, and there's just like a sense of like you're sweating because obviously you're sort of like walking, but it's really cold and you're out, like it's raining as well and you're wet. Like it's not good. I think like psychologically, like there's like the whole thing, it's a mental thing. Like it's not that good, but I think you're able to kind of like find the enjoyment in this. At least that's my mindset. I think I'd be able to, yes, you know, I don't think that part is that bad. And besides, because again, the landscape I think is very pretty. So you know, if I'm in this mindset, I think I would wouldn't find that part like maybe that hard. But again, when it comes to like you have to continue on, then you have to like run. I would hate running like under those circumstances after going, you know, after you're doing a lot of like walking and stuff, and then you have to run. It's like, okay, I don't think I would like that. It's like I wouldn't like the running part at the end. Like no, absolutely not, because I always say you're tired. I think it's more about endurance and not. It's like probably just the equivalent of a marathon. Like it's not a sprint. Like you're not supposed to go like, oh, I'm going off and I'm gonna be the first. No, it's more about like keeping pace and endurance and being able to actually, yes, it's an endurance test of yes, I am able to actually do this, you know, this 30 miler and walking for like 8 hours under this set of circumstances. But you know, with my head up high and my body like maintaining this. I think like, again, it's more about like I think the mental part I think is probably the hardest, because I think once you actually have gone through all this training, and once you actually get here, I think like that the physical part, like that's done. Like it's your body is actually capable of doing this kind of thing because you've been training for this. So it's more about the mental thing of like, oh, you know, I'm tired, and obviously yes, my body's gonna hurt, my muscles are gonna be sore, but you actually have to push through. And I think that's where the mental part comes in. And it's more about like, yes, you know, you have to endure this, but you know that your body is physically capable of doing this because you've done this, like you've trained for this. And it's more about, again, you know, you really do have to be very strong mentally to actually be able to endure this. So that's why I compare this to sort of like a marathon, in the sense of like, you're not supposed to be like, yeah, oh, no, it's more about like keeping up the pace and you know that I, you know, physically I'm there. It's just like, again, my mind needs to actually catch up with my body. And of course it's gonna hurt. You're gonna be sore. Yes, absolutely. It's gonna be uncomfortable, but I know that I can push through. And I think that's really important when it comes to like this sort of like test of being able to say, I am able to do this. I know that I can. It's not that my body is gonna give out. No, my body is not gonna give out because I've trained for this. It's more about the mental capacity that you have to actually, yes, you know, I am capable of doing this because I've done this before, and I've done this before, and I'm doing it now, and I can do it again. So I really do like it, and I'm kind of like, I don't know, I'm like, I kind of want to do this. I think I would like to train for something like this. It looks fun. Not with the part, like, I don't want to be a Royal Marine, but I would like to train or do at least this 30 miler alongside them with some caveats. Again, I would run, yes, of course, that's part of the process, yes. The whole, like, you have to carry, like, the rifle and, like, how much was it, 40 pounds, 20 pounds? I think that, again, I don't know if I would carry, like, that much weight. It's like, why would I have to carry this? It's like, I don't like this. But maybe with a smaller weight, I think I could train for this. I would like to do this alongside them because it looks like fun. Obviously for them, it's like, it's not fun. I want to be a Royal Marine. To me, I'm like, I don't want to be a Royal Marine. But I'd like to experience the test, because the test itself, I think it looks like a fun test to actually try. Again, because I think you can feel you'll feel like so capable after you've done this. It's like, wow, I feel so like, you know, there's a sense of achievement that, wow, I did this. Like, must feel like quite nice for them. Obviously, it's nice, but it's like, no, they're excited because they finally passed the test. Like, I am a Royal Marine, and I passed like this final test that they've gone through like so many other tests, which of course for them is different. But it's like, to me, my perspective is that I would like to do this test, just this test, and that's it. And I would be like, wow, that would be nice. But also, I think I have a lot of other questions, which is, they train for the 6 weeks, but this 6 weeks in just like for this in particular, or 6 weeks in general for the other tests that they have to do. How much do you actually, I don't really know how this works. Study, like how long have you been in the Royal Marine students? They're soldiers, but I don't really know how to call them. It's like, I have no idea about like how this works. So I have no idea how the thing is like, do you call yourself a student? What is this? Are you just a soldier once you got into this? I don't really know. And again, how much experience you have, like, have you been, how much have you been in the, I don't know, in the system? I don't know, like, have you been here for a year, 6 months? How is it? How do you escalate? Like, you're a soldier and, you know, you're like, oh, I don't know, like, again, I have so many questions about this. It's like, do you actually, there's a theory test, like, do you have to like pass an exam, or is it all physical? Again, I have a lot of questions about this. And also, something that's quite intriguing to me is what happens if you fail. Like, if you fail this test, because I imagine like this is the final test. Before this, you've gone through like several other tests, and they probably like leave people along the way. Like, if you fail those, it's like, well, you know, try again next year. How is it? And if you fail this one, if it's like the final test and you fail, do you get a second chance? Like, try again in a couple of weeks. Are you banned for life, or is it like try again probably like next year or in 6 months? And do you actually have to complete the whole sort of like training process, and you have to like either the test that you actually like I already did my test and I passed, but if you fail this one, do you have to go back and then do those tests again, or this is like the final one and it's like, well, yeah, we'll be back in a year and, you know, prepare yourself better, and this is it. Or maybe it's over. And maybe if you fail, like, is there a limit about it, like how many times you can fail? Like, if you fail 3 times, that's it. Like, you're not able to join the Royal Marines. Can you just fail as much as you can? but they actually value resilience. And it's like, well, you know what? It's like your 5th time here. You know, hopefully I want this to happen for you. And if it does happen for you, great. And because again, we're like, it's nice for you to try. We love this. And again, it's like great for you. You attempted this 5 times, but in the sixth time's the charm. And this is the time you did it. And great, good for you. Like you get your green beret. Like again, we'd love to know, because I have questions about like how, like, are you allowed to fail? Or is it like, no, if you fail these tests, it's like, well, you know, good luck, but find another line of work. You're not going to be a Royal Marine, because it's a thing about like, we value certain things. Resilience is not one of them. You have to pass at the first go. Again, I would love to know, but I think as a whole, I love it. And again, I think I would like to train alongside them. Maybe not train alongside them. I think I would maybe like train on my own. I will join them for the 30 miler, and I'm out. I'm like, well, yeah, I want to see, just to see if I'm able to do this, and that's it. Good luck in your life, but because it looks fun in a way that I know that it's not fun as in like, oh, I don't know, it's a walk in the park. No, it looks fun as in like, I'm challenging myself, but it looks good as a challenge. But again, that's my perspective from someone that doesn't really know anything about this, and it's just taking the test, you know, sort of like out of context. Obviously for them it's different because they want to be in the Royal Marines. So of course it's like, it's different. It has more big weight on their life than just me being like, oh, what a fun test. I would like to do this. I was like, no, for us, it's actually a real life or death situation, because this is our line of work. So yes, of course, I understand how, I don't know, like how superficial I'm being, but it's like, well, yeah, I'm just like speaking my thoughts out loud. And that was it for today, and I'll see you next time. Bye.